So I'm getting a little bit sick, so we're gonna make this a very, very quick video, but I wanna break this Snorricam rig down that I actually built, and I was racking my brain, how do I actually build this on the budget? I wanted to get really creative in a couple of shoots and I wanted to test it out, and I'm gonna break this whole rig down so you guys can actually play with it, and definitely tag me in your videos. I wanna see what you guys can do with this Snorricam. So you can see here, it's a pretty ghetto rig, but it actually works really well. I've actually got a weightlifting belt around me that's holding this light stand. So essentially this is a wall mounted light stand that, screws directly into your wall, and you can hang lights off it. This is pretty much what I had in my last studio. And I've got just a very, very cheap ball head on top of here, and it works absolutely fine. You do have to get this weightlifting belt actually quite tight to hold it there, but there isn't really much pressure that actually goes around your back, because it's kind of exactly how a weightlifting belt works. There's a lot of intra-abdominal pressure that's, pressures against your stomach. Like, sure, don't wear this for a long duration. Probably not a good idea, but it's very cheap and it's very budget, because some Snorricams are actually quite expensive, and this is just a really crazy cheap budget option that works incredibly well. Now, one of the great things that I actually love about this is that you can actually adjust the angle of how you want this. You can actually have it further away, you can have it top down, and you can actually extend this pole out or in, have a whole bunch of different angles. And the thing about this Snorricam in comparison to the actual versions is that this is actually mounted quite low. A lot of the Snorricams, you actually have to have like this shoulder mount that attaches in here, or the chest mount comes up to about here. This one, you can actually put it as low as you kind of can, just to get it out of the shot. And then you can pretty much have it at whatever angle you want without the actual brace being inside the shot. Now, you can do this on the reverse as well. So you could actually put this behind you, and then you can have this sort of third person view, like Grand Theft Auto. It's pretty cool. This allows you to get so creative and would be fantastic with music videos. Any kind of creative shot just gives you a little bit more juice into being a little bit more creative in thinking outside the box when it comes to just your standard shots. And now this shot is a very simple shutter drag effect. Essentially, I've got my shutter set to about 1/8 to about 1/15 of a second, and this is going to slow the shutter speed down. It looks a little bit jittery, and it makes it just look like you're disorientated, or the talent is disorientated. That's the kind of story you're trying to tell here. Now, when you actually bring the shutter speed this low, you're going to let more light in, so you're going to have ND filters to try and cut back on that light to get your correct exposure. So I've got some hard stop ND filters. These are the Jet Mag Pro, but you can just use a regular variable ND filter just to dial in your exposure perfectly. So I told you that was going to be a very quick video. I will link this pole below. I'll put a ball head below, and I guess I'll link the weightlifting belt below as well, so you guys can check this out. It is so much cheaper than the actual Snorricam versions. Like, we've all wanted cheaper versions of these filmmaking gear, but like I said, this is a bit of a shitty rig, so it's a Frankenstein rig that's been put together with a whole bunch of different parts. I mean, technically 3 different parts, so it's actually quite easy. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, let's get it.